You're walking on marble streets between medieval walls beside water so clear you can count stones on the seabed. This could be Dubrovnik, same Adriatic, same ancient stone, same impossible blue. But you're 15 minutes across the Croatian border in Montenegro, where that waterfront dinner costs about half as much and 200 miles of coastline stretch ahead with a fraction of the crowds. This is one of Europe's last genuinely underpriced coastal countries, and the window is closing. Montenegro is small. You could drive the whole thing top to bottom in about 3 hours, but it compresses a startling amount into that distance. Walled medieval towns on the coast, the largest lake in southern Europe, and mountains in the north that feel closer to Switzerland than the Mediterranean. The last stop on this tour, a canyon deeper than anything else on the continent. But we're starting where most people start, at the water, in the Bay of Kotor. Kotor sits at the innermost point of the Bay of Kotor, a narrow inlet that winds between steep mountains, like a landlocked fjord. The Old Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, completely enclosed by stone fortifications that have stood since the 9th century, zigzagging up the mountainside behind the rooftops. Inside, the streets are barely shoulder width in places. Small squares open up without warning. The main one, Trg Odaruja, holds a 12th-century cathedral and a handful of cafés where espresso runs about €1.50. St. Tryphon's Cathedral, the oldest in town, charges €2 to enter and has a small treasury of medieval gold and silverwork on the upper floor. The Maritime Museum nearby, about €4, traces the centuries when Kotor was one of the Adriatic's key naval ports. The town is also famously full of cats. They sleep on every windowsill and doorstep, and there's a small cat museum behind the cathedral, €2 entry, proceeds going to local cat welfare. Kids tend to love it. Like, if this was interesting, hit the subscribe for more and turn that notification bell on. Also, our full video on this is now live. Link in the description below.